Hey guys, welcome to another video. You're joining me in the garden right now, and I'm just sat out here really enjoying these snapdragon flowers that have come up. I planted them at the end of summer, possibly early fall, well, end of summer really, and they're really blooming right now and bringing so much joy to my garden. I've been watching the bees like coming in and out of the snapdragons, and they're so cute how they literally disappear inside the flower and pop back out again. I really enjoy spending time out here with the nature beings and with the flowers. And I've been pulling some cards out here, connecting with the nature spirits and what messages they can bring me. Often messages of reassurance, acceptance and joy. And I think that is something we can really learn to appreciate when we're lucky enough to have our own gardens, and that's a joy that I've really been experiencing for the first time in my life this year, and I have a lot of gratitude around that. As you can see, just if I pan over here, these two plants here are actually lemon balm, and again that came up just in the fall now, like the snapdragons, and feeling very grateful for this new addition. Enjoying some fresh lemon balm tea. It's brilliant for soothing stress and anxiety, and I find it works very well at that job. So the plant identifier tells us, if I move around here, that this plant is mugwort, which is very interesting because I thought I'd planted St. John's wort, but apparently it's mugwort, which, to be honest, is perfect for me. I've been really interested in astral projection, lucid dreaming, and I know that mugwort is the perfect plant for this. I also struggle with nightmares. I have my whole life, and I'm hoping that I could work with mugwort, and I also want to work with rosemary, because rosemary over history has been used a lot for nightmares. So soon I'll be making a nice little pouch to place under my pillow with a mix of this beautiful mugwort to encourage lucid dreaming, and some of my beautiful rosemary that's been thriving in the garden all year that's over there. I look forward to journeying with these plants, and I think that's kind of the relationship we begin to create with our plants and our herbs, right? We go on these inner journeys with them, and this connection is something I've only really recently been able to dive into because of having my own garden. I definitely think that there is something magical about nurturing and nursing a plant through its growth, connecting with it every day that you're out here in the garden, creating a safe space for the plant, holding a space for the plant as we would our loved ones and our friends. We're able to do this with the plants, and I really feel like this creates the perfect foundation for then journeying deeper with the plant. I have a lot of plants in my garden now, and it can be quite overwhelming to think of all the experiences and the journeys I can take with each of these plants, but I'm learning that every interaction holds some kind of magic, even if I'm just plucking some time for our dinner. I always honor the plant and ask the plant if that's okay. And when we're working in kitchen witchery, you begin to realize you can create so much magic just in the food that we're cooking every day. And then to bring the plants from the garden that you've nurtured and allow them to bring you love and nurturing and nourishment through a meal. This is a fantastic feeling. It feels great. I'm just sort of babbling on a bit now, but it's nice to take the time out here to spend with the plants. I do feel my deepest connection happens with these medicinal plants is when I enjoy them in teas, brewing them in teas and really appreciating their flavors. It's also nice to just experience them alive and growing in the garden. This can bring a lot of joy. Let's turn back to these snapdragons because I've been thinking a lot about the snapdragons lately. And you can see I have quite a few. There's a little plant behind this one too. And here, and then some next to me right here. I think these are really magical plants. Let's try get a close-up shot for you. Yes. I feel like these are the homes of nature beings, and I'm so grateful that I finally got some snapdragons growing in my garden. I feel like they're the homes of the little fairies. They bring so much joy to the bees. I feel like they can talk to us and you can have fun, like little dragon mouths. They open up like a little dragon mouth. It's so awesome. And you could just imagine a little fairy living within there, popping in and out. Such a beautiful, comfy home for it. Sometimes I like to play around with these and have little conversations with these dragons. And they're the dragons of the plant world, right? And you know me, how I adore dragon spirits, dragon energy, dragon guides. And I like to see them out here manifested into my garden. And I'm just having a lot of gratitude right now for these snapdragon flowers. I think they're so stunning. And it's actually November, and I feel blessed to still have so many beautiful blooms out here in the garden. It really does bring you joy. And this is a lovely sunny day. It was pouring with rain yesterday, and I was enjoying that day of feeling cozy indoors and wanting to stay indoors because it was pouring with rain. But my heart filled when I saw the sun this morning, and I saw I was in for a beautiful day, and thought I would make the most of it by spending time out here with my nature friends, these beautiful plants in my beautiful garden. I think I will end this video now. Maybe I will pull a card from my Earth Magic deck. I have the deck here. We were shuffling. What do the nature beings want to bring me today? What message? What message do I need to hear from the nature beings? Sorry there, snapdragon. Getting a bit bounced around, huh? Oh, wow. See, I pulled this card already for my TikTok. You didn't know this wasn't a planned plug, but I am on TikTok and I give daily readings on there. And I pulled this card thinking, yep, that's for my TikTok audience, but it's obviously for me. And it's obviously for you guys watching. I feel tempted to go over to my pond now and ponder on this card with you a bit further than that short TikTok reading I gave, and see what message I need to get from this card that I believe was brought to me by these amazing nature beings out here in my garden. I feel the energy of fairies and gnomes out here, and I feel like they're connecting with me through the lotus flower. And I do have lily pads in my pond, and I was gifted with the experience of one of those lily pads producing a lotus flower, and it was pink just like this one, and it was a beautiful gift when that thing would bloom and it would close back up at night and open again in the morning, and I really enjoyed it. So we will wander over now to the pond. Okay, so there's no lotus flower out. I think we've missed the season for that. But there is a lot of, I don't know what that is, like that green stuff covering the water. It's hard to even know that this is a pond, right? But there's lots of froggies in here, and they're still loving life in this pond. And I do love this beautiful plant here. It's huge and red and glorious. Okay, so the message that I feel like I'm getting with this card is to really embrace the letting go of who I might think I am, or we think we are, right? And to being open to what's unfolding within unfoldment, right? But how this lotus flower, it does close and open and close and open. So knowing that I can be okay with opening up what's within, right? And maybe that's why I was called to randomly record this video, not my normal style. But I'm just talking about what's going on in my inner experience, my inner thoughts, and knowing that it's okay to shine the light on that, to be seen, to allow what's within to be seen. And I had an experience this morning even with my partner where I spoke about, what was going on and bothering me in my inner realm, my inner space. Maybe stuff we might rather keep private and hidden. And it was a beautiful experience. I felt really seen. I felt really loved. I felt heard. He held space for me. And maybe you watching need to hear that too. Need to know that you can let yourself unfold. You can let yourself be seen for who you really are in that moment, because we're changing every moment, right? We're not the same person we was yesterday. We won't be the same again tomorrow. So maybe it's okay that we can be seen in all these moments and not judge ourselves. I think it's a beautiful message and one that really resonates with me. I can hold space for myself to be who I am in each moment. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for being with me, holding space for me by being here with me in this video. And feel free to share with me how you're feeling today. And I will hold space for you down in the comments. Send in all my love and blessings. Have a magical day or night.